Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jackie Leiter still in Lake Jackson, and my beard is looking really good today. Either way, it's early morning, so we're going to do some breakfast tacos, and we're going to do the little street tacos because, let's face it, it's kind of the fad, so we're going to ride the coattails of that. Before we jump into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little notification bell to get updates when we do these on Tuesdays and Fridays. And let's just jump into it, because I'm gonna talk about our merch, because nobody's buying it, because we got a link for it. It's down the doobly-doo, but we appreciate, though, the people that did buy. Thank you. Alright, so it's basic taco stuff. You're just going to swap out the meat. So you're going to need some tortillas. I got some breakfast sausage and some eggs. And then cheese. That's going to make it breakfasty, right? Like the breakfast sausage eggs. And then whatever else you want to use for it, right? Like whatever you're going to dress it with. I use avocado, jalapeno, tomato, and a little bit of onion. I don't do lettuce because lettuce is just wet and squidgy and it screws with my tortillas, man. Speaking of tortillas, yeah, you don't have to get the little ones. You can get the big ones. Either way. So get you a skillet, get it about medium high. There you go. And then your breakfast sausage, be sure it's thawed. I mean, you can cook it down when it's frozen, but it takes forever and it's kind of gross. But be sure to put your meat the tube of meat there on the skillet itself, and kind of mash it down so it kind of cooks like a really big, kind of sad steak, I guess. And just kind of break it up. You don't want big chunks of this stuff. Let that start to brown. Now, while you're doing that, get you a bowl and put a couple eggs in it. Just break the eggs into the thing. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I was trying to be funny, I think. So I usually do just two. I'm not a big fan of eggs. You can use a fork or you can use a whisk and just beat the living devil out of the egg until it's nice and runny. Again, if you start pouring this in later and it's not enough, you can always add another one and beat it while it's in the pan. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it's going to be like scrambled eggs, so it's good. Be sure to keep you a spoon or something handy and keep stirring this. Put your meat on the metal, as it were. Put the pink side down, the brown side up, and it'll start cooking that way. It's going to take a little bit. So while we're doing that, go wash your fruit and veg. Always wash your fruit and veg. And then get you a decently sharp knife and going to just cut it down just little bitty. I guess cubing it would be the best term for it. I got to get Squire Mary to kind of explain that to me, the different ways to cut. But just take it, cut it one way, cut it the other way, makes little square, cube pieces of it. Just put it in a plate, set it aside. If you're going to do anything spicy, you might want to do it last, like the jalapeno. I do it in the middle because I'm putting it on all my stuff. But if you're cooking for somebody that doesn't like spicy stuff, do it last so it doesn't contaminate your boards or whatever. Cut your jalapeno in half, pull out the veins and the seeds because those are bitter and gross, and do the same thing. Just give it that nice, quick, chopped cube look. Cut it one way, turn the whole thing sideways, cut another one. You can leave it long in strips if you don't, if you want just jalapeno across every bite, whatever. Or you can just do discs, man. You don't even have to cut it in half. It's just however you want to do it. I do it small because these are like the small breakfast taco stuff, so cut them the smaller the better. Your onion, now mind your fingers when you're doing this. It was just very slippery. The best way for me to hold it was this side. I'm just going to do like one little ring of that that's about 1/4 inch wide, and I'm just going to cut it across once because the onion itself is made into the rings, and it'll come apart, grows in the rings. Sorry, made in the rings. Grows into the rings, and it comes apart into the small bite size we're looking for. Avocado, if you're going to use it. I think we've done some avocado stuff in the past. Just get you a knife, run it long ways, all the way around, so it just splits it. You're going to catch that seed right in the middle, right? So your blade's just going to let you know how to do it. Twist it, pull it apart. You got that seed right there. Don't worry about the brown parts, so just scoop that out with a spoon later or a knife. Just hit that knife with your blade, and it'll pull that seed right out, and you're good to go. Now again, spoon, put it around the edges, and if it's nice, ripe, squishy, like this was almost too ripe, that's why I was using it now, just go ahead and pull that out with a spoon. It'll peel right out of there. I'm just going to put it all in a bowl on the side. I was thinking about making like some guacamole stuff or just squished aquadads, but I didn't. I ended up just making really soft slices, which is really nice for me. I enjoy it. Again, if you're not an avocado, skip this part. If you really like avocado, do it twice. I don't judge people by their avocado consumption. I don't care. So I just give these a nice squish slice and set those aside. Again, check on your meat. Be sure to just take the pink sides, put the pink down on the meat, right? And it's gonna turn like a gray color first. I had somebody throw out a whole plate of hamburger before. They're like, "I was cooking it, it wasn't brown, it was going white, so that means it's bad." That is not what that means. It means it's on the way to cooking. It'll slowly start turning a gray color, a white, gray, and then brown. It'll start browning. So just get this up. It takes about 15-20 minutes if you keep it low and slow. I don't want it too high because I don't want it splattering. After it gets nice and brown, just take your eggs, put it right on top of it. Boom. Right, drain that out, get you a nice squidgy spoon or a spatula or something. We have some down the doobly-doo with our merch and our names on it. And then take your spoon and just toss this around. Like, you don't want a giant clump. You want to try to get a little bit of the egg all over your sauce. Now, again, if you're using more egg, it's less of an issue. It'll kind of cover it, and you just have to break it up. Me, I'm not a fan of egg whatsoever. Now, again, I didn't mention it before. If you want to use any kind of seasoning, again, this is on you. You can use taco seasoning, whatever. Usually, your breakfast sausages will be spiced. Like, it'll have all kind of seasoning in it already. This one was bland as hell, right? This was bad. I mean, it was dirt cheap. It was like $1.50, right? Like, from whatever store I got it from. So, it was gnarly, so I decided to add some stuff. I put a little coriander in it, just a spotzel, a little sprinkle of it. Some chili powder, because, Texas, because nothing can be too spicy, right? And then a little bit of cumin, just to give it that nice taco seasoning flavor. Get it in there and get it nice and tossed while it's in here. You're still breaking up the egg, letting the egg cook. So this is the perfect time to put the seasoning in. All right, let that egg, once it starts solidifying, it's not runny, clear, or see-through in any way, and it's nice and clumped up on your stuff like this. It doesn't take but 2-3 minutes, man. It does not take long. Don't want to overcook that stuff. That's why you do your sausage first, because the egg doesn't take long at all. You want to do that, kill your heat, remove it from the heat itself. And just because I'm a nice guy and I need to fill in some time, I'm going to show you how to dress these. Now, we got these little tortillas. You can warm these up. I got a little warmer that goes in my microwave. Now, see how I'm dealing them like cards? This is how you do them, and they're standing up, and they hold everything. As kids, we always just laid the damn things flat, and like everything would roll off of it. Like you'd end up with like a super taco in the middle of your plate, and the other ones wouldn't have anything in the middle. You cock them up like this. You can put the meat in them, and it holds them. Like it's all got that taco slice to it. Now, dress it however you want. Like I like a little bit of all of this stuff, so I'll just kind of put it all on here. Again, if you just want the meat and cheese, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. If you like the avocado, add that too. You could do these a million different ways. Cheese. Absolutely want some cheese. Put it on there. I don't worry about mine melting too much, but this is fresh out of the stove, or fresh off the stove, so it'll be nice and melty. Salsa. Salsa works great. Again, I didn't have this on the ingredients list because I kind of spaced. It wasn't part of the original recipe. And hot sauce. I'm kind of stuck on this stuff. This is not a sponsorship, but that truff hot sauce is amazing. Hit it with some hot sauce. Hot sauce. Salsa. The chili powder. It makes it all awesome. These are great. Now, this was enough to feed a family of 4 if they only eat like 3 or 4 tacos in the morning because it's breakfast. To eat more than that, like I did this for a full meal once as dinner because I'm a fat guy and I can eat breakfast for dinner if I want. It feeds 2 at least twice of these 6 things tacos. This is amazing. It's well under our budget at $10. It's light. It's fresh. Like if you use the corn tortillas, absolutely love you for it. It'll even be cheaper then, but you have to worry about big dopey white guys like me that have big stupid hands and can't use the corn tacos really well. So I stick to flour. But yeah, give these a try. And there you have it, folks. How awesome is that? Those are great. You can put them on like a regular size taco, I guess. But if you want the little street size taco things, whatever, especially when you give them to kids because it makes them feel like, like grown ass people tacos because they fit in their hands, right? It's awesome. If you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put it down in the comments. Unless you're going to tell me that I need to put potato in my breakfast thing, because that's just gross. No, don't do that. But you can put it on our comments. Let us know. We might revisit this one. You can also find us on social media. Let us know over there. Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at all those at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. Find us at Instagram at Living Between. I had to shorten it. And I'm over on TikTok under my own name, Osby Nerdy. And I do just a couple of little videos here and there that have to do with Cookie Show here. Just little exclusive videos, trying to get up some, views over there. Don't hate the hustle, man. It's a thing. And I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all be good. These tacos are amazing. Be safe.